Okay, everybody, this is my spoiler review of Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities, Episode 6, Dreams in the Witch House. This episode is the second episode of the Lovecraft-themed night. It is another short story written by H.P. Lovecraft, like Episode 5 was, and this one stars Rupert Grint. You know him from Harry Potter as Ron Weasley, or recently from Servant on Apple, which he is also great in. Now, this episode I thought was definitely a step up from the last episode, and much better story than last episode in terms of just Lovecraft himself, and a little more meat to the bone on this one. I like how it opens up with this tragedy of this character of Walt, who has a twin sister he loses, who's sick, becomes a ghost, and he's chasing that ghost his whole life. There's a lot of things you can take away from this, that the liquid gold he is drinking is symbolic in a sense of just alcohol or drugs in general, that there is a different way of looking at that, and how that was just this hallucination in a sense for feeling that suffering he's obsessed with and finding hope somewhere at the bottom of this bottle, we'll say. And in the actual realm of the story, though, what's actually happened is he's taking this and then he's going to this forest of lost souls, and it starts to spin the story, get to the witch house itself, and for us to meet Keziah Mason, who was a herbal healer. And I also love how the witch looked. I thought the forest looked amazing that they were in, and I just don't know how I feel about the character of Jenkins Brown, the rat with the human face. So he's our narrator. He started the episode and said it was going to be a happy ending, but he meant a happy ending for himself. But he ends up being the one who survives at the end of this and tricks everybody. But it's a little silly for my taste for a story that was so serious, and then kind of flips back to his funny tone at the beginning and at the end, where I almost feel like he didn't even have to be in the story. We could have just had the witch here as our main antagonist and have her be the one who wakes in the attic instead of just having the rat. It was like too crowded there, and then he's the separate tone. He's like this almost kiddie comic relief in a sense I just was not feeling, and I don't think the CGI looked great on his face either. It was taking me out a bit. Just felt like it would have been better just without this rat. But it was really just a tour de force for the acting of Rupert Grint. This is the best performance I've ever seen him pull off, because even playing Ron, even doing the show Servant, he's never really asked to go there. And this episode, he goes there. I mean, the emotional weight he has to pull off, especially the sleep paralysis scene he did, blew me away. And also when he says goodbye to his sister for the last time and she feels healed and he's like, I love you so much. The way he delivered that line, I thought that was incredible acting. So there was stuff here, still wasn't crazy about, like, this nun was a little goofy, and her saying, get the F out of my church. There was just weird tonal decisions to me, because it would suck me in such a serious tale that's dark and sad and tragic, and then flip really quick to kind of just goofy, but not just humorous, but goofy, which is different. So it was a little too much, and it still, though, engaged me the whole time. I didn't feel bored during this at all, and I think the writing was a little stronger here than most of the episodes we've seen. So this one's kind of middle of the pack for me. I'm going to actually give this one an 8.3. Let me know what you guys saw this one down below. I really want to hear your thoughts on this. I'm curious what you guys think of it, because definitely is one of the better episodes for me. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss one of my reviews of this show. I'm doing every single episode. I'll have both reviews out for each 2 episodes that come out each day. So we got one more day to go after this, so please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those. Please follow me at Steve Varley Show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for more of me, and I'll see you next time.